There was a time when Manny Pacquiao wasn't just beating world champions, he was destroying them. A blur of speed, power, and angles no one could keep up with or see coming.
With that left hand from out of nowhere. Look at this. 4-punch combination. He's got Margarita going backwards.
Just landing at will. Hard left hand. Hatton has to hold on. Will Hatton make it out of the round?
Very fighter do you most enjoy watching right now?
Out of the big time fighters now?
Yeah.
Pacquiao looks sensational his last fight. Oh, sensational. No fighter, and you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than the Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter, name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did that night.
Between 2007 and 2010, Pacquiao delivered one of the most sensational runs the sport has ever seen. He wasn't just climbing up weight classes, he was obliterating champions, smashing legends, and redefining what was possible for a fighter of his size. He went from 130 to 154 in just over 3 years, and left behind a trail of broken faces, stunned crowds, and unforgettable knockouts. It felt otherworldly. This was the storm before cementing his legendary status. This was prime Manny Pacquiao.
Sometime, bang! This is the Manny Pacquiao who has dominated boxing for the past 3 years.
To kick things off, I want to start off where this peak truly began. The rubber match in the Morales trilogy. Pacquiao had lost the first fight and now aimed to put a definitive stamp on the rivalry. Morales was still dangerous, but Manny had evolved into a far more complete fighter. Pacquiao set a relentless pace, punishing Morales fast with sharp combinations and breaking him down systematically in what would be a truly iconic win.
Round one begins. Will it be a boxing match? Will it be a brawl? Will it be a little of both?
Which means I think he wants to go for the power punching this fight early.
Indeed, there's been quite a story of the gloves since the first fight. In the very first fight, Eric Morales had a contract that required both fighters to wear winning gloves. They are called pillows by some. They are more hand protective than punch promoting.
He's already landed a couple of good body punches to test Morales's, not only his defense, but long-term his stamina.
Thought Morales was coming to try to get him early. Eric has shown none of that in the first round, as he nearly stands his ground in the middle of the ring and takes a right hook from Manny Pacquiao, who was so much better with his right hand in the second fight than in the first. Another right hook lands.
Manny consistently beating Morales to the punch so far.
And Morales countering with a right hand that knocks Manny back. And Morales again countering properly upstairs. And Pacquiao comes back with his own assault. And both fighters' crowds are on their feet.
So only time you get hit, okay? Yeah. Stay off the ropes to me, okay, son? Yeah. You feel the ropes coming up and you get off them, okay? Use your jab and get off them, okay?
Right here you see Pacquiao land a right counter, jab hook or whatever you want to call it, that Morales just didn't see. He was coming in and didn't see it.
He's got the right stuff behind it now.
That was one of the big changes between fight one and fight two. Comedy box first round to Manny. Pacquiao crowd chanting Manny, Manny, Manny. Morales, who landed some good right hands in the first fight, tried to drive Pacquiao back with right hands there, but Manny comes back with a torrent of punches from his own. And to get close to the ropes, and Morales throws his right hand, you can see why Freddie Roach asks his fighter to stay away from the ropes and in the center of the ring. Good jab by Morales, sweeping right hand partially blocked. Now Pacquiao lands a right and a left, and another right hook, and a left hand over the top. The sheer aggression of Manny Pacquiao, difficult for every opponent.
He looks so strong and so sturdy as compared to Morales. Even though Morales is landing, he seems to be still uncoordinated as compared to...
Down goes Morales on a Pacquiao right hand. Morales thought that he had Pacquiao in trouble.
He got overexcited.
That was the fourth time in his career that Eric Morales has been knocked down. Chelsea's ever fought.
That's because of how quick Pacquiao's fists are, and he doesn't see the punches coming.
Pacquiao again landing his straight left hand. Morales chases him and lands a right. They trade punches at the rope. And when they trade punches, Morales takes a gamble with Pacquiao's strength and power. Punches, sometimes it's hard to isolate the knockdown punch, Emmanuel. Let's take a look.
Here you see Morales coming in with an attack but Pacquiao just shoots a punch, but Morales was out of position and knocked him down. A lot of was balanced.
Hit him with both the right and the left, got him to go down. And unlike some punchers, Manny does have head movement.
Yeah, those is almost reminiscent of a little Aaron Proud, where he punched to the body and then comes up on top.
Punchers in the sport.
Eric Morales likes to get that last punch in.
He has the kind of will that allows some men walk over hot coals.
Right hook, the punch that...
Hard right hand, stunned Morales. Pacquiao's all over it. Thinks he's got a chance. Morales slightly staggered after that last left hand. And down he goes. Solid left hand shot by Pacquiao. I'll hurt him this time.
But he's a fighter. He's going to fight still. He's not going to try to run.
What is the referee doing?
Oh, what a solid left hand by Pacquiao. It's hard to imagine how Morales can last long against this.
Well, until he goes out, he's going to be fighting all the way down. He's not going to back up.
What guts by Morales. He straights Pacquiao with right hands, even while on unsteady feet. His career. 30 seconds to go. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he wants to... And the brave heart of Morales holds up, but his legs go again. Third knockdown of the fight by Pacquiao against Morales.
He doesn't want to get up.
Morales shakes his head as if to say, I want no more. That is that. Dick Dracula stops the fight. Manny Pacquiao has the knockout.
It's just too much of an attack, the intensity, the fury. The wrong thing for an aging fighter.
It's hard to uphold precision and craft when a guy is just overwhelming you.
And he punches good with both hands now. It used to be with a simple 1-2 puncher with a straight left. Now he does a right hook, uppercuts, everything.
Now, shortly after this second knockdown, if the camera angle shows it to you, you will see, exactly as Larry Merchant said, Eric Morales stares into the corner and looks at his father.
Well, that's the same look that I said before that I saw when he went down the last fight, even though he said it wasn't from a punch. And I saw the same thing with Otherworldly. And that's the worst look it is when they say, I'm done, I'm finished.
That's the look, right there.
And Alexa Deguello did it the second fight with Aaron Proud.
His next encounter would be a stay-busy fight against the undefeated and untested Jorge Solis. While Solis was game, few expected him to pose a serious threat as Pacquiao methodically broke him down over the course of 8 rounds with crisp counters and heavy bodywork.
Pacquiao throws that left. Of course, his bread and butter punch is that straight left hand. Solis, in his last 4 fights, has fought fighters with a 55-21 record. And while he's won all those fights, he's never lost. When you step up against the Pacquiao, it's a whole different...
Now, we've seen Edgar Sosa come in tonight and handle it beautifully. Christian Maharas come in, handle it beautifully. Will Solis fight the same way, or will he freeze up? So far, you know, I think he still has to get a little bit looser. He seems a little tight.
We're in round number 2. Of course, it's a scheduled 12-rounder. And Solis getting a little wild and awkward in there, and that won't benefit you against Manny Pacquiao.
You need to get Pacquiao frustrated. Make him make mistakes. Like right there, he's getting a little frustrated because he can't get in.
Logically, emotionally than he was that night. Is there a danger, Gennaro, do you think, that maybe he looked past this one and didn't take this one quite as seriously as those fights? He said, I'm not campaigning. Obviously, when I'm training, I put all my mind into this fight. When this is all done, I'll go back and campaign. But for right now, I'm all about boxing.
Well, you know, there's more on the line here than just Manny Pacquiao's boxing career.
And he is 3-1-1 against the Eric Moraleses, Juan Manuel Marquez, and Marco Antonio Cabrera. Hard for them even to take advantage of it. Certainly Solis would have a hard time doing it. We saw Pacquiao just land a big left hand. So just seconds remain in round 3, and again, Solis is an elusive target for Manny Pacquiao. They would go to the scorecards if they had to. Oh, big right hook by Pacquiao to left hand, and Solis is in some trouble.
And there goes a pushing by Pacquiao. He's trying to muscle his way in.
Solis has been hurt here in the 6th round. Excuse me, I said the 5th, I meant the 6th.
This is now the Pacquiao that I think everybody expected to see.
And this is what I expected to see. Solis right here trying to avoid, trying to get away from punches.
Solis just ripping shots on the inside. And again, I think they bang heads in the eye, bothering Pacquiao.
So Solis has a tendency to fall inside, especially after he throws his right hand, and that's why the heads keep coming together.
2 left hands hurt Solis. 2 good straight left hands got him in trouble again. 29 of the 32 KOs that Pacquiao has had have come within 6 rounds. And all of Solis's KOs have come within 6 rounds. So they're in territory where Solis just doesn't knock people out, and Pacquiao doesn't often do so. This is our main event of the evening, and there's another one of those big left hands. This has been a signature round for Pacquiao, and of course he had a very good 6th round as well. So he strung together 2 really impressive rounds.
You know, and I think they've run out of ideas in Solis's corner. Gennaro, you know, we were both listening, and they've invoked the family.
He's in trouble, and down goes Solis.
You know, like it was that lip uppercut that dropped him. There goes that uppercut again. He's hurt. He's out. It's it. It's over.
Solis sent down for the 2nd time.
Cinco.
He is on the apron of the ring.
Ocho. Nueve. Yes. He's not going to beat the king.
Manny Pacquiao.
And there's the end of the fight again. Double left. There's a straight right and a left to finish it off.
Next up for Pacquiao was a rematch versus Barrera, who he actually fought in 2003 in a breakthrough win, as he put on a dominating performance all the way back then. Barrera was more cautious this time, looking to try and outbox Manny a little bit more and avoid another war. Nevertheless, Pacquiao still dictated the pace, landing the harder, cleaner punches throughout, as Pacquiao proved his ring generalship.
Pacquiao just missing, final seconds, round 2.
Crowd going wild, but I think Barrera won that round.
I think so too. It's unbelievable, he's a true legend. And still a big shot by Barrera, but Pacquiao saying that didn't hurt.
That usually means it did.
Yeah, he lied.
Wow. Barrera, some punches downstairs a little bit. Tony Weeks going to step in. Barrera's going to frustrate him if he can. You got to remember the technician and the ring general that Marco Antonio Barrera's been over the years. If he's had to brawl, he can brawl. If he has to box, he boxes. He knows what he wants to do, and he's very...
As he was coming down the aisle during the introduction.
Pacquiao getting a little spring in that step. Looks like he's going to let his hands go a little bit more.
That's his style. A little more Pacquiao. He just caught him with the left.
Nice left hand. Barrera answering.
Well, Barrera's getting into it with him. He's doing what Pacquiao wants him.
It's been a cleanly fought fight. There was some...
Oh, good right hand from Manny. He's trying to do his thing.
There's
Good
Barrera
for Barrera. Good answer for Barrera. Now they're getting it on. Barrera trying to pick more open spots. Manny got caught with a left right there.
And just like I was telling you earlier, Alan, he's the best at coming back right after getting caught.
Taking a look at the action from the round, Pacquiao landed the big shot, and then Barrera came firing right back.
If that big left hook had landed, Manny would have certainly been staggered. This is what Manny wants, and Barrera's giving it to him. Good counter punching from Barrera. Manny trying good hand speed.
Pacquiao getting into a good exchange on the balls of his feet.
Barrera promotes Pacquiao, one promoter. Oscar De La Hoya promotes Barrera.
Oh, good combination from Manny. He's got Barrera in the corner. Barrera's a little bit teed off about it right now.
That was a perfectly timed right counter, and Manny answers with a flurry of punches, and that came from nowhere. Just when it was a nice lull,
Now here comes Pacquiao back.
Pacquiao going to the right hand more. A good left hand gets in from Pacquiao. The speed to the body.
It's deafening in here.
Oh, he gets caught coming in from Barrera.
Straight through, but then Barrera answered back with the single best shot of the round.
And Pacquiao coming back in a flurry. I got to tell you, going into the sixth, I still have it 58.
Mainly because Manny hasn't given him a lot to counter. There we go.
Beautiful combination.
Great combination. Speed for Pacquiao. Uh-oh.
Couple nice shots by Barrera.
Just caught it. He sent him one way and caught him going back the other.
What Eric Morales is sitting back watching this fight probably. Having 3 fights in the can with Barrera, 3 fights in the can with Pacquiao.
That's true. Trilogies with both.
Nice combination from Manny. He's got to do more of that. That's a good combination from Manny. He's starting to play with it. Marcos leads his eye. Come on in. Now Marco goes to the Warrior Spirit.
He's the one surprised how he's looked so sharp.
He's got us frustrated. Oh, good right hand from Manny Pacquiao. That's the power. And then Barrera always answers.
You would think these championship rounds would be Pacquiao rounds.
You learn so much from them. And what he survived. There comes Manny. There's the speed. Manny needs. He's getting frustrated. He needs to get up on those toes. Barrera will counter him. His punches actually missed. Barrera managed, but he's not going to miss all of them. Barrera digging in now, coming out. But he's facing a hornet's nest when you get in there against Pacquiao.
Here's
advantage.
Let's take a look at it now. Pacquiao coming in, landing that left hand. It's a beautiful shot. Barrera trying to answer back, but staggered by that left. Wow, Pacquiao had never been in a worse way than he was after that.
Ever.
There it goes.
Who do you think won? You folks watching around the world.
This is a tough fight to call, gentlemen.
All I know is either way it's probably going to be controversial.
Trek 115 to 112 to the winner by unanimous decision. Still champion from the Philippines.
Next up, Juan Manuel Marquez would be for Pacquiao. This was a long-anticipated rematch with a controversial draw in 2004.
Backed it up with a victory over Derek Smoke Gaynor. Pacquiao!
There's that left hand.
Comes in with a left hand.
Daryl Pinkney, a good German fighter, knocked him down, but he appears to be all right here. Well, this is the...
Down goes Marquez again with another left.
Both men were elite. Marquez known for his combination punching and being an incredible counterpuncher, while Pacquiao's speed, timing and angles were going to be an issue for anyone. And it's no wonder this was considered the most important fight in the super featherweight division.
Pacquiao's so ready, he's always in the middle of the ring.
Manny Pacquiao in the white trunks. Marquez in the black trunks.
Good shot
to Marquez right at the bell.
Wow. That bell saved Manny Pacquiao. He was in real trouble. All right, here you see Pacquiao lunging in very recklessly, and Marquez really made him pay.
And that's what Marquez did throughout the second half of the first. He's way out of his rhythm right now.
There's
the heads again.
Big time.
Wow.
That's what you get when you get a southpaw who's rushing in. Marquez now showing more intensity, trying to hold back the onslaught. Manny picked it up big time here. Oh, good left hand gets in.
That one hurt Marquez a little.
A little bit.
Good counter punching from Marquez. Oh my God! Left hand puts Marquez down. I told you not to blink.
Well, he's landed a significant blow now.
Yes, he has.
And he's only got 7 seconds to survive here. Now Marquez counter punching off the ropes.
He's down again.
Staggering again.
He was sitting on the ropes there.
And they do the macho stare.
Wow.
Now watch, it's a perfect punch. Not only the punch, there's the perfect left, but watch Marquez's head. It's going to hit the canvas very hard.
Yeah.
A double concussive punch.
We'll see it again. He wheels right into it. Bayless would have been within his rights to call a knockdown here as well, because you'll see that Marquez is actually sitting on the rope after he gets nailed with this shot.
Now you see Manny, you can feel his confidence level up. And that's how quick this thing could turn, because Marquez was doing everything right. Now he's getting into a war. And Manny loves it. Another left hand landing. Hold on to everything, folks. It's on.
Both fighters had their moments in that round. There, Marquez trying to answer back after Pacquiao.
I think he picked it off with his right glove.
Like you said, guys, there's a good right hand.
These guys are two loaded guns right now, aren't they?
I just waited for him to go up. There's the right hand, man. He straps his gloves because he knows.
Right, as we take a look at the replay now, Marquez landed some very significant right hands.
He had him in trouble.
Well, after what we saw in the first fight, I don't think any
good right
good
hand.
Right hand. Leaving himself off balance. So far, he really hasn't had to pay the price. Good shot.
Good shot. He did there. Another left hand from Marquez. Marquez taking control of round 6.
There was a great combination. Here it is there.
And which was basically go back to basics. Look at his stuff.
Oh, good combination inside. And here comes Manny back.
Wow.
Good sharp punch by Pacquiao.
That was an explosive burst by Marquez, and then Manny fired back.
Look at Manny using his... This is the Manny I know.
Wow.
Pacquiao senses something here.
Yeah, but he puts himself in so much jeopardy because his head is right up there.
Freddie Roach getting really aggressive in the corner now with Manny, and here you see a tremendous flurry. They want Marquez to flurry with him. They feel that Pacquiao eventually will have the edge that way because he's got the greater hand speed.
They're probably right.
How do you guys have it after 7?
Well, I have it 66-66.
Me too.
Oh, God.
Dead even, man.
Good right hand, and Manny...
He's blinking his eye.
He's blinking his eye.
That right hand hurt him. Went right into the eye.
It might have stung on that cut, guys. Now he's got his attention. Oh, this is
still blinking that eye.
Yeah, it's hard to see. That's a major factor. Losing his vision.
It looks like what used to happen when a fighter got thumbed. You know, that doesn't happen anymore, but he is really covering up that eye.
That was Marquez's best body punch of the fight. That one hurt Pacquiao.
Manny's in trouble.
Working on that eye, it's bothering Pacquiao. Now look at that body shot. Look at how he doubled over from it.
My palms are sweaty, I'll tell you that.
That's same with me. I tell you what, Manny being very cautious right now. There, he just got tagged up the stairs.
Not doing well in this round, may have lost the round and allowed Pacquiao a big round on points.
You're right.
Because this is a close fight.
Oh, he got hit inside by Manny Pacquiao.
Here's where they really exchanged here, but
right eye in a bad spot. Marquez, how do you play it, guys? You know, you got 3 rounds to go in one of the worst cuts.
Got to go for it.
He's got to fight. I mean, that's...
Got to go for the knockout.
He just got tagged.
Forget
he
that.
Just got tagged. Now, Manny's got to try to end it here too. Wow, this thing can turn on a dime when Manny gets going.
Wow.
All right, a big moment in this fight. There it is.
Wow.
One man will actually walk right into that punch.
Came from behind
he walks
him
right
almost.
into it. Look at that.
I've never seen that one. That's a new one. Marquez, they're both just brilliant.
Dead game, these guys. They really
are. Left hand gets in on Marquez.
It's just like lightning, man. He just pulled that one out.
I know where it came from. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Couple of punches, they're going to go out of here in the final seconds. 1:30 to go. Now they'll go. I don't see how they can't. Nothing's been decided in their mind.
Nice counter right by Manny at the end of that exchange.
It's just going to be a battle of will right now. Both fighters bloodied. And they haven't flow to this fight. Marquez looks the worst for the wear, but he might have won the fight. And a crowd right of Manny tries to come back in the final 5 seconds.
Wow. What a fight.
And it's over.
And new champion from the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
After getting the close split decision victory over Marquez, Pacquiao would continue to challenge himself by moving up to lightweight for the first time, challenging former Olympian David Diaz for the WBC title. From start to finish, it was one-way traffic. Pacquiao's hand speed, footwork and angles completely overwhelmed Diaz in what many consider one of his best performances.
One of the great spectacles in boxing, the Manny Pacquiao show. He is arguably the most exciting fighter in the sport. He's also now arguably #1 pound for pound in the wake of the retirement of Floyd Mayweather. And he tries to make a statement in his competition with Joe Calzaghe, the 168 and 75 pound champion, in their battle for that status tonight. Into the fist. They weighed in within a half pound of the 135 pound limit, and tonight David Diaz has rehydrated up to 148. Manny Pacquiao as 147, so unofficially they enter the ring as welterweights after having weighed in at the lightweight limit. And here comes Manny Pacquiao, walking first because he's fighting for David Diaz's lightweight belt. And
below this point are going to be called low. That said, I want you to obey my commands, protect yourselves all times. Touch them up now. Good luck to both of you. Good luck.
Is he #1 pound for pound? He'll try to make a statement here. Emmanuel Stewart, if I were David Diaz, I would enter round one looking to ask Manny Pacquiao one significant question. Did you train to take body punches? Are you ready to get hit in the gut?
Well, I think that's what he should do, too. But, you know, looking at Manny, to me, I'm just amazed that this guy's fighting that for his 4th different weight division championship. And look at his body. I mean, usually when a smaller guy moves up through the division, you see a lot of fat or something like Duran. He looks perfect. Looked like he was born to be a lightweight.
A spectacular athlete from beginning to this point of his career. Never once has he looked out of place in any weight class in which he's fought. The body just keeps getting better and better.
But I don't know if he can keep that up all throughout the whole fight.
Pacquiao trying to thrash Diaz with speed. Catches him with a right and a left there. Crowd looking for him to land something big. And Diaz didn't manage to block the right hand. Pacquiao would be able to cut Diaz up. And Diaz's only response is to get more aggressive and try to do more damage. And that's what he's trying to do, leaving himself open for Pacquiao's assaults.
Speed is just too much. And the fact that Pacquiao's doing everything and moving and twisting and pivoting and turning all while he's punching.
A southpaw Jack Dempsey in the lightweight division. A non-stop aggressor with speed and power beyond compare.
Here we see what possibly could have been the cause of the butt, which was a headbutt right there.
Keeps demonstrating that as far as attitude is concerned, he won't take no for an answer. Hard right hand by Pacquiao. Uppercut stuns Diaz again.
Don't get tangled up in the inside with him. Use your feet.
Fires a straight jab, comes forward to make clear, I'm still a fighter, I'm not going to go away. But at this point, you worry about how badly is David Diaz going to get hurt by continuing to take punishment in a fight where he's not going to go down, not going to get knocked out. He blocked a lot of those shots.
Looking entirely strictly at his eye and his face. So he's getting in a position that his mind is functioning on stopping the fight now.
Increasingly on the defensive, Diaz has less and less to offer as the 8th round goes on.
In and out, in and out.
CompuBox numbers show that from the 5th round on, David Diaz's punch output has been dropping. I guess, given the accepted traditional ethic in the sport, Emmanuel, if this were Pacquiao's title belt instead of Diaz's, it would have been stopped before now.
It probably would have. You know, they're
brave enough to compete on any level, and he's proven that. Left-hand shot for Pacquiao.
It's not worth it.
There's plenty of honor for Diaz tonight. it won't be in some way embellished by letting him go to a bloodier, more brutal finish. How many more? Down he goes, and Dracula stops the fight.
They should have never got to that.
Where does the spotlight fall? Right here.
Here you see Pacquiao land a beautiful short left cross right over the shoulder. Diaz never even saw the punch.
Jab, left hand, good night. Merciful. Finally, the merciful knockout we were talking about.
Yes, it was. First class.
Right on the chin.
Lightweight champion of the world, Manny.
At the end of 2008, Pacquiao dared to leap up to welterweight against the much bigger De La Hoya. Due to Oscar's legendary career, many believe Manny was actually too small and Oscar's size and experience would be too much. While Pacquiao wants to prove a point, he could go one step further than Mayweather did. This in fact turned into a historic beatdown of the Golden Boy as Pacquiao finished his career.
My motivation has been his youth, his speed, his power. My motivation has been his relentlessness.
Now all the talking's done though, the fight's here. Now it's a boxing match, and the best man will win.
I'm gonna go in there and fight hard. I wanna take his heart away. That's what I want to do.
This is the most important fight in my life. I have to do everything what I can do in the ring.
I've been through all these big fights before, and you've never been in the big stage unless you fight Oscar.
A few things, and they were singing and going on pretty good. Everything in favor of De La Hoya except the age. Of course, he's 6 years older than Pacquiao, who's in the prime of his career. He's 4 inches taller, and a lot of people think that's what Oscar has to do too, is come out real fast and fight every minute of every round himself. Will there be any filling out process, or will they go right to it? A battle between the Filipinos and the Mexicans.
Right here in the United States.
Right. Manny caught him.
And there's Pacquiao darting back out of trouble and then into the punching range. And his speed has probably been a little bit of a surprise for Oscar so far.
And he gets off by hitting Oscar.
Well, Oscar De La Hoya looked tight in the opening round.
He looks tight right now, too. Manny nails him with the right hand. You got to get a piece of him.
Let's start there. Yeah, get inside. He wants the right hand lead against Pacquiao, but Pacquiao is really quick with his feet.
Oscar fighting a little on the flat-footed side. Manny right up on his toes.
Yeah, it's magic so far for Pacquiao, his ability to go in and out. And he's showing extraordinary patience. He lands his best shot, then he gets out. No, but it shows where Oscar De La Hoya's fight plan is headed.
Straight left hand down the middle, snap the head back of Oscar. Oscar hasn't done enough to win the first 2 minutes of this round.
Okay. Here's Manny Pacquiao, the straight leaping left hand. Look at that off the move, and how do you get that shot to a lead shot on Oscar De La Hoya?
Let's go, Freddie.
The quickness, he poises, gets through. Throws a shot that...
MGM Grand Garden Arena, the obvious hand speed of Pacquiao is just that. It's so obvious. Left hand down the middle. He couldn't manage to win any rounds, or many rounds, if any, against Oscar. And Manny Pacquiao is certainly more than holding his own. Unleashes an assault to the body, nothing powerful, but this is.
In terms of power, Oscar De La Hoya has already been touched up more by Manny Pacquiao.
Oscar just pouring with the jab, not really stepping up into it, not throwing the left hand to the body with any viciousness at all. And look at Manny, look at the amount of punches he's throwing there.
And the power. Here's a guy that's come up from 106, and he's a legitimate welterweight power puncher here.
Look at this.
He has been terrific moving up. Meantime, Oscar De La Hoya has not looked good coming down. This is not a comfortable weight class for him tonight.
There are some judges who could have gone the other way in that one.
So Oscar finally plants a right hand to the body, then upstairs. And now he finally starts hitting Manny. In losing efforts to Bernard Hopkins, to Mayweather, twice to Shane Mosley, and Felix Trinidad, he didn't look this bad.
Pretty soon, not going to be issued for him.
Oscar's left eye closing up with that jab and the left hand following it. And now here he tries to exchange with Manny. Nothing that he throws lands, and Manny touches him up.
Most surprising part of this fight is how Pacquiao has maintained his speed and still has good power at 147.
You know, he threw the right hand that time with kind of the thumb out and the palm up. That's not the way you throw a power shot with your right hand. Oscar not getting off right hands. And he looks like he's almost shell-shy right now, the way Manny's attacking him.
And this has been the fight since the beginning. Pacquiao's power bothering Oscar De La Hoya, and Pacquiao gets off first. You don't see De La Hoya on the ropes like this.
And it was the corner of Pacquiao, and maybe Freddie Roach saying don't get caught in the corner. Now De La Hoya's caught in the corner. And look at this guy go. Minute 15 seconds ago, and De La Hoya's in trouble.
He can't get off these ropes here.
Oscar De La Hoya. And he nailed him with a right hand. He's all over him right now. Oscar's hurt. Pacquiao pouring the pressure on. Finally, Oscar steps away.
They will be taking a real close look at stopping this when, look at this action. Pacquiao, 3 shots. And when do you see Oscar De La Hoya?
Miraculous move on Oscar De La Hoya. As I say that, Pacquiao pours the pressure on him. And this might be the miraculous finish of the career of Oscar De La Hoya. Pacquiao really labeling him and blasting him with left hand, right hand. Feigning is everything that Freddie Roach has told him to do, he's executing.
And we've seen De La Hoya again on the ropes with the sanctuary. No place to win a fight.
And look at that. Just as Freddie told him, he walked right back to the center of the ring. And now this is one thing that, again, the corner of Pacquiao, they don't want him to hot dog it. Finish this guy off if you can. Don't mess with this guy. And the power shots are right downstairs. And look at Pacquiao, battle to the end of the 8th round, trying to stop Oscar De La Hoya in his tracks. Right away that he just couldn't get off. And look at the very end of the fight where Pacquiao is just...
He's really putting the pressure on at the end of round 8. Almost puts Oscar De La Hoya down. The right eye's closing, and after this...
He knows he's 35, and it's all over. The fight is stopped. It's all over. De La Hoya can't answer the bell for the 9th round.
Fighter in the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao has beaten Oscar De La Hoya.
I told him that, you know, I'm sorry. It's part of the game, and you're still my idol.
Still my idol.
I'm coming over here.
It means everything to me. I don't think a boxer can't go any higher than being the best pound-for-pound fighter of all the champions in all the weight divisions. You can't get any better than that, and nobody's going to stop me from doing it, including Manny.
Next up would be a fan favourite of Ricky Hatton, a battle of champions at 140 pounds. Hatton, after his defeat to Mayweather, would move up to junior welterweight, would get 2 solid wins, including one over Paulie Manalaji. And this was certainly billed as an explosive showdown between 2 high-volume fighters, with Hatton's style being all-out aggression, while the speed and quick combinations of Pacquiao was going to make this an exciting fight. What we saw was not a firefight, but Pacquiao showing his unbelievable power.
Everything's coming down now. Less rounds of sparring, less rounds of mitts. Everything's just maintaining basically and working on the finer points. The last couple of days will be like the real crucial fine-tuning of the game plan when we do the mitts in Vegas. If we don't fight the right fight, it could be a long night. I know that. But I'm confident that my guy is ready to fight the right fight. This represents that Manny Pacquiao is the best fighter on the planet today because he knows how to fight to the game plan for the entire fight. I think that's why he's so destructive nowadays, is because he thinks about it now and sets it up. He doesn't just go out there wildly and just trying to get lucky with one punch.
Pacquiao goes up 10 pounds to 148. Hatton goes up 12 pounds to 152. Unofficially, a 4-round weight advantage in the ring for Ricky Hatton.
Fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
After a long publicity tour and a lot of exposure to each other, they are genuinely friendly. They like each other. It should not show up in the fight.
No.
So Hatton wants to apply pressure, but with care,
yes,
against Pacquiao's faster hands.
Yes. And I think he's doing just that.
Hard right hand by Pacquiao, trying to hit Hatton as he comes in. Key element of the game plan for Pacquiao, allow Hatton to come forward, catch him on the way in. A key element of the game plan for Hatton, get Pacquiao against the ropes, just like that.
Again shows that he's no longer a one-punch puncher.
No, follows the jab with a hook, comes back with another jab. There's the straight left hand, and he landed it right on Hatton's chin. And down goes Hatton after he swings and misses with a left hook. And that's a knockdown.
He's going to survive it. I'm surprised to see him get hurt for each other. But he's not the type of a guy that goes out to survive. He's a fighter.
Hatton got a couple of extra seconds as Bayless tried to back Pacquiao off. Pacquiao was coming out of the neutral corner in a hurry. Lands another right hook.
Pacquiao's hands are so...
Pacquiao's hands are blindingly fast.
Very accurate.
Another perfect right hand for Pacquiao. Another right hook. Straight left hand. Pacquiao's landing at will. Hard left hand. Hatton has to hold on. Will Hatton make it out of the round? He's down for the second time. A tsunami for Manny Pacquiao in round one. Here's the first knockdown, Emmanuel.
Right hook as he was coming in, never saw it. And what's amazing, to see him land a punch and then slip a punch all at the same time shows unbelievable coordination.
The issue has always been
timing.
Whether Hatton could get to Pacquiao and avoid these kinds of clean punches.
CompuBox numbers in round one, utterly devastating to Pacquiao's chances. Pacquiao is 35 out of 62, 31 out of 52 power shots. Hatton only 8 out of 33. And Marquez, a counterpuncher, began to solve him. Hatton is not a counterpuncher. Hard left hand by Hatton. Ricky has decided to fight fire with fire.
And Pacquiao still is the puncher. The physical strength is still with Hatton, but the punch is still Pacquiao.
Hard left hand by Pacquiao. Stunned Hatton and knocked him back. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao, landing with both right and left hands. Pacquiao's blinding speed that sets him apart.
As well as his head movement. His head movement is just phenomenal. I don't think he got for Hatton to time.
I think Pacquiao may have spent the first 2 minutes of this round thinking knockout and allowed himself to get a little wild. Now he goes back to more precision. Lands a hard body shot.
But Ricky isn't moving his head too much still. His head is still right.
Oh my gosh, what a straight left hand. And will Hatton make it up from this?
Can he beat the count?
Is that it? And Kenny Bayless says, no way. That is that. What an amazing knockout shot.
Morales.
Take a look at this. Take a look at this.
That's a perfect time.
That was super slow motion.
Yeah, and he never saw time him coming in.
It's the first time he's knocked out somebody like this since he was at 130 pounds.
And Hatton's head hit the canvas very hard.
He was knocked out as soon as
double
the punch landed.
jeopardy. He was unconscious from the moment he caught that shot. Goes to the canvas in the proverbial heap, and boom. Out of our camera range at that angle, the head pounded against the canvas. Here's another look. So Floyd Mayweather made his...
I'm Manny Pacquiao,
Miguel Cotto,
the fighter from the Philippines.
from Caguas, Puerto Rico.
Right now, I'm inspired to fight for the honor of my country.
I like to make them proud of being Puerto Rican.
I'm inspired to fight because of my family.
My family, my kids.
I have 4 children.
2 boys, 2 girls. I work hard every day. It's for them, because
I want to make them happy.
every time I climb the ring,
That's what I'm trying to do. I train hard.
discipline I put on myself.
Discipline is the most important. Nobody can say that I'm lazy in training.
When I'm trained, my day is starting at 4:15 a.m.
Get up in the morning, 6 o'clock, sometimes 5 o'clock.
Run in the morning,
Jogging,
and then I rest.
eat, and rest.
I go to the gym at 1.
That's my routine every day.
Everybody have to have bad days.
Sometimes I don't feel good, but when you get in the ring, you cannot say, "Oh, I feel bad," and can we stop?
I have responsibility.
Responsibility.
I have to love everything about boxing because it's the way I chose. It's my work.
Next up was a top-tier welterweight in Miguel Cotto, a very strong and technical sound fighter. And of course, this was seen as another huge test for Pacquiao in what would be a fully competitive fight at 147 pounds. The first 4 rounds were very competitive, with Cotto showing his unbelievable ability to push back and force Pacquiao into mistakes. Eventually, the pressure, angles, and combinations would prove too much in this fight.
So it's finally time for our main event. Manny Pacquiao versus Miguel Cotto.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution you again to keep the fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say, you must obey. Good luck.
But I just cannot see that.
He snapped Pacquiao's head back with the jab, and one of the questions here, what happens to Pacquiao when he gets hit? Another good jab by Cotto. Timing on the jab is critical. Cotto has a knack for throwing it at the right moment. Manny just a little short with his right over the top. Because yesterday I said to Miguel Cotto, do you concede that Pacquiao has a big edge in speed? And he said, no, I trained for speed. Back to see Cotto try to switch into a southpaw stance. To see if he can land a right jab and keep Pacquiao back that way too. Pacquiao tries a straight left.
But just strange angles.
Yeah, but already you can see Pacquiao shows Cotto much more respect than he showed to De La Hoya and Hack. Well, excuse me, by Pacquiao. Left-hand body shot. Cotto ducking and slipping, and now tries to get a body shot in on Pacquiao. Cotto is just as fast, and he trades with Pacquiao, at least in the first round. Watch Pacquiao's body.
Pacquiao's got to start throwing some shots up to the center on Cotto, too. Because he's landing good shots, but Cotto just physically a bigger guy.
Now Pacquiao starting to show off the hand speed advantage and land some shots. Gets in a right hook.
And his ability to punch from angles while he's twisting and pivoting.
Is Cotto going to go defensive, or is he going to respond like he is right now?
He's going to punch so far, and he's going to see if Pacquiao can take his stuff. Pacquiao hits Cotto with a hard left hand, and another, and another. But Cotto can take the punch. He's not being knocked back. Good body shot by Cotto. Drops Pacquiao in the corner. What a round.
It's not really a combination punch as much as Manny is. Manny can punch from all kind of weird angles, and that's always a danger when you come in slugging with him.
Plus the footwork gets him into position to land.
He bounces off his pops. Very good.
Cotto bounces a left hand off Pacquiao's face as Manny was rushing in. Manny landed a little right hook in there and follows up by knocking Cotto down. First knockdown of the fight.
Trying to use his right over the left of Cotto. I don't think Cotto was hurt, but let's see if Pacquiao can put some hurt on him now.
No blood. 3 hard body shots by Cotto. And the jab lands again. When Pacquiao starts throwing, Cotto lands his jab, or stops throwing, Cotto lands his jab. Now, when Pacquiao throws, Cotto goes into a little shell. because of all the speed he's seen.
That's Manny's rhythm to go in and out and punch on his
Left hook countered by Cotto landed. Knocks Pacquiao back.
We've seen Cotto in these situations before, and he comes back. This is the most we've seen Pacquiao getting hit in recent fights.
Uppercut snaps Pacquiao's head back. Remember, Cotto has been down in the round and is trying to make it a 9-9 round. Here's the right hook that started it.
The other's right hand that came right back after the left hand, and Cotto didn't see it. Manny's very good with great reflexes and timing where he can see these little openings that very few fighters can see. That's why he wins a lot of his fights on close decision by knocking guys down.
And then Cotto was in a position with 1:50 to go in the round where he was trying to win the rest of the round and make it 9-9. And there was the uppercut with which he punctuated the round.
Those perfectly timed punches which Manny is known for.
Flurry of punches for Pacquiao. Cotto finally answers back with the right hand. Straight left lands for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? No, Cotto's firing back. Folks, Freddie Roach thinks this is a very bad idea. Cotto pounding away. He's got the big advantage when Pacquiao's against the ropes.
Cotto has beaten down bigger
I
fighters.
think he's taking a breather, but I don't think he's hurt. You know, he had a good flurry right there. He's arrested up. At this point, he's catching every punch that Cotto throws.
Well, the reason he's taking a breather, Daniel, may be that he's taking more punches than we've seen him take.
Well, you know, he's got a guy that not just saying that Cotto can beat him physically handling, but that's Cotto's style anyway, is to be a bully. Some guys are bigger, but they're not known for being physical.
He may have gone to the ropes to let Cotto throw, thinking he could counter him with something big. Now it's Cotto whose back is against the rope, and he fights his way off and goes down again. Cotto landed a big left-hand shot. And
hurt by the first one. Only a few seconds left in the round.
And it ruins a round that Cotto was on his way to winning.
But that's why I say Manny's so dangerous. He got unbelievable reflexes. It's hard to change. Here we see Manny Pacquiao do what he does the best. Land punches with some all kind of angles and positions where no one else could even have a defense against him. That's what he's known for. It's very difficult to trade with him.
And this time it was the left hand that caused the knockdown. The right hook helped, but the left landed right on the jaw.
And even with Mark,
I wanted to see what would happen when a fighter of this size came back at Pacquiao, and we're seeing it. Pacquiao is handling it, and then some.
And Cotto is beginning to retreat constantly, and he almost went down again.
Manny Pacquiao could land a right hand coming back with one other again, which he used to didn't have. He used to be strictly a straight left hand puncher. Now he's put that right hand in there, and now he comes right back with the left hand again. You can never read him and figure out what he's going to do.
Table saw Henry Armstrong.
But Henry Armstrong didn't have this kind of punching power. He was wore you down, but this guy has great punching power as well as footwork. Unbelievable rhythm. I'm just amazed with how he can move and punch him like a machine warmed up from all angles.
Left hand shot. Pacquiao, or Cotto covered his left eye with the glove.
And he seems to be in full tactical retreat.
Absolutely. Just as he was in the late rounds against Margarito. Interesting, the decision to just box is yielding better results than the earlier firefight that Cotto was engaged in. But now Pacquiao's backing him off again. Got him against the ropes. Tries to end it with one big left hand, but missed.
Right here we see Manny Pacquiao shoot his patented punch, which he was known for. Straight left hand right down the pipe through the center.
This is a human typhoon.
Close the show?
I think that Pacquiao
does he want to close it right now?
One big moment. Now he's going to go all out to try to end the fight.
Cotto bleeding profusely from above the left eye. Cotto bleeding from his mouth and his nose.
He took a round and
Pacquiao looking at Bayless now as if to say, what is the point? I have to chase and chase and chase.
He's saying, are you going to fight? Or should I stop it? Is really what his motion means.
In the corner between rounds, Miguel Cotto's father, Miguel Cotto Sr., wanted to stop the fight and was talked out of it by the others in the corner, including head trainer Joe Santiago. Vinny Bayless does his duty.
At this point, the world knew Pacquiao as maybe the best pound for pound. He would be awarded a stadium fight at the Cowboys Stadium in Texas, as he would be going up against Joshua Clottey, known for his durability and tight high guard defense, with the questions asked if Pacquiao could break through this. But who are we to doubt Manny Pacquiao, as he can keep banging away?
I'm Jim Lampley. Welcome to this amazing night at Cowboy Stadium, where we're expecting a crowd perhaps as large as nearly 50,000. Almost all of them will be here, of course, to see the Filipino icon who has now become the symbol of boxing all around the world, Manny Pacquiao. And no, tonight's fight is not, as you had no doubt hoped and expected, against Floyd Mayweather. That fight, if it takes place, has to wait until sometime later on, as Mayweather has committed to fighting Shane Mosley on May 1, and tonight, Manny Pacquiao takes on Joshua Clottey, whom many regard as perhaps the most difficult opponent of his career.
For hundreds of millions of people on the African continent as he challenges for this world title. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighting pride of Accra, Ghana, and former welterweight champion of the world. Red, official weight 145, 3/4 pounds. His professional record, 50 victories, including 38 knockouts with 3 defeats and 2 draws. From Kayumba, Sarangani Province, the former lightweight world champion, former super bantamweight world champion, former featherweight world champion, former super featherweight world champion, former lightweight world champion, former light welterweight world champion, and reigning, defending WBO welterweight champion of the world, the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao!
Pacquiao's left hand was blocked by Clottey's gloves. Clottey is not throwing. He's really only thrown a few punches so far. Pacquiao is seeing most of his stuff blocked, but gets a little left hand in there.
And yet Clottey's losing this round by a wide margin.
Agreed.
Maybe it being out of work, but he's landing the effective punches.
Well, I've seen a lot of effective punches from Pacquiao, in fact, more than from Clottey, although not as a percentage of the punches that Pacquiao's throwing. Clottey's making every punch count, but he, as Jim, you say, he needs to throw more
I see different. I've seen Clottey landing the straight punches, the clean punches.
Perhaps, Emmanuel, but he threw 27 and landed 5 in the last round, but Manny threw 96.
I said Manny's winning the fight, but I'm saying the clean, effective punches are still, to me, coming from Clottey.
The cleaner
There's not enough of them.
Yeah,
not enough.
And they're cleaner punches, but even when Clottey's blocking some of these Pacquiao shots, they're partially blocked. They're also partially landing. One of these crisp counters of Clottey's that you pointed out, Emmanuel, has to land hard enough to hurt Pacquiao, I think, at some point in the fight. Hatton and Cotto fights combined, I think. And Cotto had some success early.
Yes, he did. Most people gave Cotto a couple of rounds, the first and the fifth.
No. Let's go. Come on.
I'm not sure what Rafael was stopping them for a second there.
Here we see I guess the referee called infraction rule when he exactly like clapped his head between both heads. Something I've never saw did before.
Zone graphic which will show you where Manny Pacquiao is landing his punches through 5 rounds. And look at the body shots. 41 out of his 84 landed punches are body shots, relatively equally distributed. 24 of them with the left hand, 17 with the right hand.
He's clear, Clottey's not known for a high output in the first place. And now he's facing a guy who can punch and who's throwing 100 punches around and stepping around him and boxing him beautifully. You move your hands at your own peril.
risks. He doesn't think like a champion.
Marte was right there with De La Hoya for 12 rounds. Oscar took risks in the 12th round and knocked him down.
And everything you're saying, guys, is right. But I see a mouse on Manny Pacquiao's right eye. I've seen him hit here in this fight more than he's been hit against, I mentioned, De La Hoya, Cotto.
There you go. 4-punch, 5-punch, 6-punch combination. Body shot, bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Try and stop it. Bang, bang. Here I come. Bang. Do you want to throw sometime? Bang. This is the Manny Pacquiao who has dominated boxing for the past 3 years. Bang. Bang, 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 bang.
And when Pacquiao...
You want to throw back? Bang. Keep coming.
When Pacquiao starts doing this, now I tend to agree, Clottey has to do something to keep him off.
He isn't.
Just he create openings, but he's not doing that. I think he's being too cautious. In the game, he has to take a chance, but he's not.
Why do you think that is?
I think he's feeling Manny Pacquiao's power, and he doesn't want to take the chance. Simple as that.
Thanks, Lenny. And what the world wants to see, there's nothing that comes close to Pacquiao and Mayweather.
Regardless of why much excitement is generated during the fight itself, that fight is a fight that the public wants and has made themselves. My dream fight with all of it, Manny Pacquiao and a prime Aaron Pryor.
Pacquiao and Mayweather, and their dream can come true if Mayweather takes care of business against Mosley.
Down the stretch they come. It looks as though Manny Pacquiao's spectacular winning streak continues as he hammers Joshua Clottey to the finish.
Welterweight champion of the world, Manny.
After a completely dominating performance and so many calling for the Mayweather fight, it just seemed impossible to make at this point. However, Manny Pacquiao would once again challenge himself, this time challenging for the vacant 154-pound title at 150 catch weight against Antonio Margarito. But there's no denying Margarito was huge in comparison to Pacquiao, as he had a major size and weight advantage over him. For once, many feared Pacquiao was going too far. This fight was very much billed as the good guy versus the bad guy, due to Margarito's past of using illegal hand wraps, while Margarito also got caught seemingly making fun of Freddie Roach's illness, adding extra motivation for Manny to get the job done.
Hand wraps, the license was revoked. Antonio, were you aware of the plaster in your hand wraps?
Miles de veces lo he dicho que no sabía nada. Otra vez lo vuelvo a decir. Sí, I know.
Manny thinks that you had to know.
Nunca sentí nada, no golpeé nada, no se usó nada.
What is my concern is, you need to train hard, I need to train hard, and we have to do our best to make people happy. That's what people want to see at the best fight, right?
I think Manny's gonna knock him out inside of 8 rounds.
First of all, one thing I want to clear up before it gets any bigger. Earlier today, there was a video posted up on YouTube about 2 of my fighters joking around, making fun of Freddie Roach. And this was nothing to do with the disease that Freddie Roach has. We know it's something that we don't wish to nobody. I would never allow that in my gym.
Despite the physical mismatch in this bout, Manny proved he was faster, sharper, more accurate, breaking Margarito's orbital bone, landing at his own will. What was an iconic statement win, and arguably the end of his peak.
Pacquiao answers with 5 of his own. Came with that left hand from out of nowhere.
Look at this.
4-punch combination. He's got Margarito going backward.
Look at him blocking him on the elbow. He comes with the uppercut. He catches it with his hands. This guy's extraordinary.
It's an absolute clinic that he's putting on right here.
Oh, and that eye is
beating
bad.
Margarito up, and Margarito now in retreat.
He might be ready to drop
He
it.
could be.
Watch this stuff here now. Watch the hand speed of Pacquiao, and look at the power right between the gloves. And watch this, boom, right on top of it. And right back with another shot with that power. This should have been, but Margarito cannot execute against him at all.
Yep.
This is like a World Cup atmosphere, which is great. Quite the production. Top Rank did an excellent job.
Thank God they don't have those horns here.
No, I think that one punch got Pacquiao's attention.
Oh, and that's a big left hand by Pacquiao.
And now Pacquiao fighting off the ropes and kind of getting things back to where they were.
Listen to the crowd as the bell sounds.
And another right hand from Margarito and another one.
Manny throwing shots, get just a hair careless there for seconds.
And now he bounces right back. Next punch combination right there.
And his 6 right on top of it.
Right on top of it.
And the way he's able to unleash those combinations, he's got such incredible balance.
G-Mario, you said the Energizer Bunny, and I don't think anything describes it better than perpetual motion this entire fight for this kid. Look at that right eye of Margarito, almost totally closed.
Yeah, 10 seconds left here in round 7. Margarito did get there again with a right hand every now and then.
Every now and then, you're right, Barry. He does land those punches, but it's
going to the promoters. It's important to the sport. I mean, that fight has to be made.
I agree.
For the sport of boxing.
Look at this. Manny chooses to stay on the ropes and mix with him.
And that's not a good place to be because Margarito still, we can hear those punches, gentlemen, and they're still coming with ferocity. And Manny likes to mix it up. He does.
Sometimes a fighter just has to fight. Test himself. Look at the face.
Vicious shots at Margarito, taking them and smiling. And Pacquiao's game, wow. This is a tough customer here in front of me.
Extraordinary. He's got to slow down. I mean, it's not humanly possible to continue at the rate that he was energizing, bunnying along.
You would think.
Well, of course, that's what I said against Cloudy, too. And when did he throw 1,300 punches?
To win the fight, and certainly have to knock him down 2 or 3 times to even get in the fight.
Yeah, it's hard to make a case for Margarito having won any round, although I think Pacquiao has kind of taken this round off a little bit.
Still landing big shots, Barry.
Yeah,
but you're exactly right. Not as... Now Antonio, relentless, methodical in his approach. Tough customer and a huge right hook that he just took from Manny Pacquiao and kept coming.
Pacquiao now gets out of there.
Left eye. Oh, the right eye, rather.
He just took about 5 shots.
Oh, and another beautiful shot from Manny Pacquiao.
It was an uppercut.
Look at this.
Pacquiao.
Margarito having a hard time.
The crowd is in an absolute frenzy.
Yeah, it's just been a terrific night. They're seeing an absolute clinic here from the champion, Manny Pacquiao. And it's not to take anything away from Margarito. Margarito came here with an idea. He's really tried. Yeah, this fight should be stopped. And if the corner was smart, they would stop the fight.
Oh, Margarito a huge right hook.
And now he's in trouble.
Pacquiao, watch where it lands. Boom!
Right on the temple.
They're going to let the fight go on, and it should.
Different angle. Oh.
And if they stop it at the 11th.
This fight has gone on too far, too long. To stop the fight, and Lawrence Cole is standing there, and he should step in and stop it right now.
I think Lawrence should stop it very shortly. There's about 7 punches in a row there. He looks like, come on, what do you want me to do?
Lawrence might just be admiring his work and forgetting where he's at the moment.
Stop this fight.
Yeah, this is way past what should be.
How many more times are you going to hit him in the head?
The camp did, both to Pacquiao in his corner.
But I mean, basically, Manny is taking this round off. And now maybe he'll finish strong for the last 30 seconds. But I mean, he could knock this guy down right now.
Yes, yeah. That gets the crowd involved again, but I don't think Pacquiao really wants to do this.
Hey, Mario.
He's gone this far. Let's let him finish it on his feet.
Mario, if you interview him at the end of the fight, and I think you're going to get in there, ask him if he, in the end, had mercy for him. I'd like to know and hear it from you.
Definitely going to ask him.
Listen to the crowd. What a frenzy. Closing seconds of a great fight for Manny Pacquiao.
The fighting pride of Sarangani Province, Philippines, Manny
After his dominating win over Margarito, Pacquiao would go on to beat future Hall of Famer Shane Mosley and pretty convincing fashion, but Mosley was well past his prime at this stage. While he would then edge out a razor-close third fight against his old rival in Juan Manuel Marquez, in another highly competitive fight. By then, something had shifted. The hand speed was still there and the footwork was still brilliant, but it was just a bit slower. The chaos wasn't quite as sharp, and the rhythm not quite as wild, as seen in his next fight versus Bradley, where he actually probably got robbed by the judges, before his fourth fight with Marquez ending in a devastating knockout. Still for me, from 2007 to 2010, Manny Pacquiao gave us a run that defied weight classes, logic, and expectation. 9 straight wins across 4 divisions, multiple world titles, with legends dismantled, styles broken down, and proof size isn't everything. He was simply a storm that couldn't be stopped in this period. And for me, this has to be in the conversation about one of the greatest primes in boxing we have ever seen. Pacquiao's name isn't just on the list, it might be right at the top. This has been Jamie from Boxing Life. Hope you enjoyed this documentary on Manny Pacquiao's prime. I'd love to hear what your favourite fight was during this period, and if we'll ever see the likes of a Manny Pacquiao ever again. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I mean, when you think about what Pacquiao did from flyweight to 154 pounds, from a teenager till 40 years old, and when you consider the heights he reached, you're talking about certainly one of the best pound-for-pound fighters of all time.